Call in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting many fighters dread, but he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert. The Brown Bomber's making his way to the ring now. Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway.
Use your feet.
He's getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by George Foreman. Well, we're just underway here, and you can already sense the type of fight we're going to have. These are two guys that have flat out said it. They have come to get the other man.
And they're not liars.
Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes.
Get in there, champ. Come on, get focused.
So we are underway here, and as we've talked about it going into this fight, and you really touched on this, Teddy, the biggest edge comes with him in terms of his speed advantage.
Yeah, not just with his hands, though. Downstairs with his feet, too.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Foreman's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. That was not well targeted by George Foreman. And an excellent uppercut by the Brown Bomber. There's that overhand right. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Snapping hook by George Foreman. Foreman's ruined with that punch right there. That is a sharp uppercut by the Brown Bomber. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Keep your head
Good
moving.
flush shot by George Foreman. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Big uppercut right on the mark.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Foreman's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Right to the belt line.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Back to the line.
Halfway through round number two.
Just like this.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Teddy, let's size up George Foreman, and I suppose we would start with that, the size.
And the size is one of his great strengths. And usually, not always, but usually he knows how to use that size. You know, his stand, to be set on his feet at a certain distance. And, you know, you think of the power punches with George, you know, the uppercut, the left hook, the looping right hand. But you know what? He has a really solid sledgehammer left jab.
That's it.
A headshot blocked.
Let it go. Let it go.
Final 10 seconds. George Foreman's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook.
Okay, listen to that. Go.
And round number 3 is underway. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Foreman's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on them.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin, and the flip side here in the boxing ring.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Wow, crushing blow upstairs. Goes down for the first time tonight, but you can see he's ready to make up for it here.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in the basement, not a full flood. But if he doesn't want those pipes to burst, he better figure out quick why he got dropped.
Little bit of space now to get away from the ropes. What a big-time power punch. Wow! That's a great effort against Foreman right there. I mean, to take down Big George like that, that is something. So Big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy, you know, how to put his big paws on a guy. Now he has to find a way to survive.
Foreman's rocked by that punch. There it is! Can you believe that? What a huge punch! You couldn't have seen that one coming.
And those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these.
Foreman's up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. The Brown Bombers in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage.
Yes, you can do this.
The Brown Bombers off to a really good start tonight. This is the first time we look at Teddy's scorecard. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. Overhand right can be so effective.
Still not moving enough. Come on now, move.
Back and forth exchange.
Come on. Hook. Hook. You wide open for the hook. Away from those punches. Move your head.
Foreman's rocked by a big shot there. What a wild round as both men have been affected. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
Brown Bombers left now getting into the mix. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Solid left hand to the head. Seconds to go in this round.
You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. The Brown Bombers' opponent is not seeing. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. What impact from that uppercut by the Brown Bomber. Big shot. Oh, that's a big shot. George Foreman's hurt. He's down and hurt. Can he beat the count?
Right now, he's thinking about another line of employment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Unable to beat the count. It'll go down as a knockout, Teddy.
Perfectly timed punch.
For the official particulars, let's send it up to the ring. The Brown Bombers' power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard,